Hey guys, Blue here. I'm gonna give you an apartment tour, which I've been meaning to do for like 4 months since I moved in, but I haven't, so here we go. I live here with my older sister, and that's neat. Here we go. We've got the trash can. It's a lovely one. Light switches. This is something that somebody drew for my sister as a, like, whenever you leave the apartment, hand people flowers. Like, just be kind. Have acts of kindness. It's like handing a flower, handing an act of kindness. Just a reminder to be kind, and that's really nice. And then I hung this one up for myself as a reminder to kick the world right in the face. Yep. Over here we have the kitchen. We have an electric kettle for water and a little teeny tiny coffee pot for little teeny tiny cups of coffee. Stove where I make my spaghetti. We've got our spatulas and our knives and some sweet potatoes. Corks. We've got the sink with exactly one bowl, one measuring cup, a dirty pot, and a knife. And a scrubber. This is about as clean as the sink will ever be. This is a unicorn. I named him Charles Xavier, so that's pretty great. And then over here we got the microwave and the dishwasher, which is currently full of dishes, because as I said, this is as clean as it gets. I cleaned up before I made this video, but then I also wanted to eat some food, and so I did, and yeah. Fridge. That's what I used to look like when I was a child. Here's a little sticky note from my girlfriend, so that's nice. And here's where we keep all of our food, which there was a lot of sweets in there because Christmas just ended. This is a painting of a fox that one of our friends did, and I don't really like it. I think it's kind of scary. Yep. In here we got this nice little chair, great for sitting on to read books or to cry. We have our Christmas tree, which as you can see if you have a keen eye, there's a bunch of Rubik's Cubes in it. I mean twisty puzzles, obviously. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. That's a 7x7. This is Boris. I hunted him down myself, and we put him up on the wall, only I didn't kill him. I let him live. So he whispers wisdom to us when we ask him questions. And that's cool. Books. Over here is the most narrow hallway of all time. Definitely great for moving furniture in. These are my feet, shoulder width apart, and this is the hallway. This is our fuse box, which we put a frame around so that it didn't look as ugly. And I think it definitely does the job. You look gorgeous. These are our keys and sunglasses and a flashlight all around a frame. This is a plant which is partly dying. I don't know what it's named, but I don't care. There's a Rubik's Cube that's supposed to be in the Christmas tree. What are you doing, Rubik's Cube? Trying to escape? Well, you're never gonna escape. Here's a eucalyptus candle. Eucalyptus spa. My sister likes eucalyptus stuff. Here's a fox. Not sure what it's named, nor do I care. Oh, you guys know what's happening. Alexa, play Despacito.
Despacito Remix by Luis Fonsi, Daddy Yankee, and others on Amazon Music.
Alexa, stop. I don't want to get copyright. Stop. No copyright strikes for me. This is our like intercom system where we can talk to people who are trying to get at the door, and that's neat. Yep. This says hello beautiful. This was made by another one of my sister's friends. And over here, this says I love you to Pluto and back. And this one was made by my girlfriend, only that I'm pretty sure she gave it to my sister and not me. Wah, wah. It's fine. Here is the floor of the living room, which is more clean than it ever has been and ever will be. Blankets. Okay, so these are corn sacks, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of these, but they're basically fabric which has been full of like deer feed corn, and you pop them in the microwave for a few minutes and they get really warm and really comfy. So when it's winter time, they're like little hot packs and they're great. Corn sack making materials, fabric, corn. Yep. This is the TV. It looks great. I purchased this on the day that I moved in to the apartment as like a moving in gift to myself. And I also got that PlayStation 4 as a moving in gift to my Focus, you dummy. Dude, camera, what are you doing? I also got this PlayStation 4 as a moving in gift for myself, and I was gonna get a PlayStation 4 Pro, but they didn't have any. And I didn't have the patience to go look somewhere else, and I didn't have the patience to wait until they were back in stock, so I just went with the base one, and it's fine. And here are a few of the games that I have, and they're good. The other thing that me and my sister did shortly after moving in was we bought Paul Blart Mall Cop as like our moving in gift to ourselves, because if you're gonna have a home, Paul Blart has to be a part of it. Am I right or am I right? And then we got all these boring games, which are not boring. They're fun. They're fine. The internet. Which, funny story is, when we moved in, we couldn't have the guys come in and install the internet for like 3 weeks. And so we had to live here with no internet for 3 weeks. And it was actually surprisingly healthy. Like, it wasn't that bad. Okay, stop being a baby. It was fine. This was a painting that was painted by another one of my friends from the video game Journey, which is one of my favorite video games of all time. We have out this door, we have our deck, which is kind of small, but it's nice, and it overlooks the little car parking garage thing. No, focus on beyond the thing. My car is right there. This couch was a gift from my parents, and this couch has been a part of my life for as long as I've been alive. It's been in my parents' house for longer than I've been in my parents' house. And this seat right there is where I've spent hundreds of hours playing video games on the good old PlayStation 2 and the Wii and the PlayStation 3. And I've watched lots of movies sitting in that spot, and that is just my spot, and it's great. You guys will recognize this couch from the Evil Rubik's Cube video. So you know, earlier when I was complaining about the skinny hallway, getting this couch through that hallway was just an adventure. Here's my keyboard where I play all of my great songs, and it's good. This is the thermostat, and just above the thermostat, this is a big inside joke with me and some of my friends from high school. We would watch this stupid YouTube video a lot during class, and we would change people's desktop backgrounds to this picture, and so it's framed. Here's the side table with the PlayStation 4 controller and a plant and a candle and a lamp. You should make a time lapse of your progress and play the pictures back at high speeds, creating animation, creating life. And then through this secret door is the room of a secret person who I have no idea what his name could be. What a great amount of blue in this. So this door sign was also made by my girlfriend, and if you guys haven't already figured it out, my girlfriend is both awesome and amazing. Open the door to my part of the apartment. No girls allowed. So entering my room, this is the view. We have my dresser right next to the door with all of my clothes and junk, and the junk kind of overflows to the top. I have a bunch of puzzles sitting up here and a bunch of other junk. I hung up these lights a while after moving in because there's no actual like built-in light in this room. So these Christmas lights will have to do. And I think they actually look pretty neat. And I don't even have to plug them in and unplug them. They're controlled by the light switch, which that's fun. Okay, over here and to the right is my bathroom, which we don't actually need to look in there. And then here, this is where I keep a lot of my puzzles in this little cubby thing, which I want to get a bigger shelf because as you can see, they're kind of overflowing off, and I got a bunch up there and I got a bunch back there, which we'll go in there in a second. This is the floor, which is as clean as it ever has been and ever will be. Bed, more books. So there's this really cool lion over here, and my friends have declared that that is my spirit animal, is a lion. And this is actually kind of like a corn sack. So you put it in the microwave and it gets warm, except this one doesn't work as well. So I've just left him here, and I never gave him a name. So I challenge you guys to name my lion friend, Duck. So over here we have my two laptops. This is my main laptop, which I use for my video editing stuff. And this is my other laptop, which I take out into the world with me for like college classes and stuff. And one laptop is more than enough for any single person. But there's a pretty funny story behind why I have two laptops, which I will tell you guys someday. Monitor and Logitech C920 webcam, which was the first camera I ever used for like the first 50 videos I made for this channel. Spider-Man. SpeedCubeShop Mousepad. Hashtag this video was not sponsored by SpeedCubeShop, except that my whole channel is. So yes, it was. If you haven't used the discount code REDVSBLUE at SpeedCubeShop, it's a thrill. You should try it. And then in here, the most exciting room, wait, I have to close the door first and show you the back of the door. I just taped a bunch of SpeedCubeShop discount codes. These aren't discount codes, these are business cards. Taped a bunch of business cards to the door. I used to have a bunch more, it like covered most of the door, but they all fell off and that's a bummer. These are the survivors. Anyway, so through this door is a walk-in closet, which I use as my recording area. So I have a few squares of acoustic foam hanging, and I've hung up a bunch of shirts and stuff for sound dampening. So if we come in here and we close the door, you can kind of hear, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it in the end product, but it's a little bit quieter. Less echo. It's not perfect. If it was perfect, I would just kind of coat the whole walls in the acoustic foam and it'd be fine. But I think it works well enough. I have this microphone arm, which I don't know exactly what kind it is, but it's like the very most cheapest one on Amazon, along with the Samson Go mic, which is a very inexpensive USB microphone, which also works remarkably well. It's the microphone I usually use for my reviews and stuff. I have these SD, I think that's how you say it. We can just come down here and turn on the power strip. And then this is my recording. Oh my gosh, you guys can't see down there. That's spoiler territory. This is my recording desk, this is where all the magic happens. I have more acoustic foam right there and right there for the sides, and that's great. I don't know if I ever showed you this, but I have this Cubeorithms Team SpeedCubeShop jacket, and it's neat. There's the horse mask and a green screen, which I never use and never will. Amazon Basics tripod, and I'm filming this on a Canon SL2 with the kit lens. Don't forget to turn off the lights before you leave. You wouldn't want to waste electricity. And yeah, so this has been my little home for the last few months. I moved out of my parents' house so that I could be closer to my college. So this is about 10 minutes or so away from my campus. It's a lot cheaper than living in one of the dorms. Remember what I said about turning off lights to save electricity? That'll mean a lot to you when you move out of your parents' house and you have to pay the electric bill. Trust me. So I kind of showed off this little part a while ago. I made a video on my second channel where I did a bunch of announcement stuff saying that I recorded a bunch of videos and then a package came. And the problem is that the package that came was the Rui Cubes set with the 2x2 through 7x7, which I made the video on already. But I lost all the footage that I recorded the last time. I didn't actually lose the footage, but one of the things that needed to be recording wasn't recording. So I recorded for like an hour and it sucked because then I had to scrap it all, and I'm gonna have to do it again sometime. But I'm giving myself some time to not be doing it. I'll come back to it later. And now I'm dizzy. Let me see, is there anything left? There's this door right here, but behind there is just like our water heater and furnace. So we don't need to care about any of that stuff. And through these doors is our laundry. This is something that my cousin drew, and it looks really good. Dang, man. I can feel that there's the reflection of the lights in my glasses, and that's probably a little bit distracting. When is next vid? When will Moyu produce a Yoshi? I guess as soon as they find one. What do you average on 3x3? Has it changed since your 100 questions video? So you guys remember that video I posted like 3 years ago answering 100 questions? And I said that my PB was 15.11 seconds and I averaged between 20 and 23 seconds? That hasn't changed. That's all still accurate information. You should shave your sideburns. I feel like you would look a lot better without them. I disagree. When is the next giveaway? I don't know, guys. I don't really like doing giveaways very much because there's a lot of you and usually only like a single digit amount of people win giveaways, which is like less than 1%. Way less. It's less than 1% of 1% of you earning a prize with a giveaway, and that just usually is not fair to everyone else. I don't really like giveaways, so probably never. I'll give you some good videos to watch. How's that sound? Hey Blue, do you play Fortnite? If not, come on, it's a free game. I've played Fortnite like 2 times, and I got frustrated because I got killed, and then I gave up, and I probably will never play it again. Like Odd Ones Out? Yes. Do you play card games, specifically Yu-Gi-Oh? Me and my brother used to play Yu-Gi-Oh when we were kids with like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and we'd watch the show. But no, I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. What is your main cube right now? I use the YJ-MGC version 2 a lot recently, but I have a whole bunch of good cubes like the Vault, the Ganzer, the GTS, a whole bunch of other ones that are really good, and I kind of just cycle between those. What software do you use to edit your videos? Adobe Premiere Pro. Where's Red? I've addressed this before. Red has moved on to bigger and better things, and I couldn't be more proud of him. He's great, he's doing really good, and I still talk to him. So yeah. You and Red should make a new channel together called Bread. This one isn't a question, I just think it's really funny. Okay, that's all the questions I'm gonna answer right now. Super short. See ya. So that's all for the apartment tour. I'm gonna make a cube collection video really soon. It's a new year. So end of 2018, start of 2019 cube collection video is due. And there's a lot of funny stories that have happened in the past few months at this apartment, which I want to make a story time video for that. But that all being said, this was just a quick little, hey, the apartment's clean, so let's show it off. And yeah, so that's all that I have to say today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my upcoming videos. Thank you for sticking with me and for having this channel thrive. I can't do this without you. Bye. That was a stupid outro.